Okay, so this is in the branch new cut step through, which I just pushed up to GitHub, so you can try it out if you want. One way to kind of help see what you're doing is to select or make an object active and then hit A to deselect it, but it's still active, and then do wireframe and draw all edges, and then you can kind of get in here and see where you're clicking, especially on a dense mesh, which is the primary usage. So I'm just going to go ahead and sketch a loop here. Then we're going to go in and artificially create a problem. So a problem that used to happen is when a cut was very tangential to an edge like this, and this one. Okay, this cut and this cut both try to cut the same edge, so that's being detected fine, but we can handle it when it's a single cut like that. I'll show you a different scenario that's not handled well, but let's create a couple of these problems, and they're not very common just because they're more common if you're making a actually like a sharp cut like this, then you're much more likely to there. And can we? So we'll create this one that has, well, maybe if I'm not messing. There we go. So this triangle has problems on all three. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll prepare our stepwise cutting. This picks an input point at random and then highlights the two adjacent segments. And once a segment has been processed, actually committing the cut, not just previewing the cut, it'll turn green. So we'll step our cut, and the preparation does not cut these two, so when we step to the next one, we'll see that these two segments turn green, and those turn green, and we'll kind of work our way through. Alright, and so this will be interesting. So this did compute both of these, which means it had to repair one. Now when it goes over here, it's going to have to repair this one, and hopefully it can fix the tip and the tail, because it's going to have to repair it on both ends, because the old edge that was referenced is now gone. Well, I'll have to get back there soon. Forgot we're picking them at random. Great. All right, so segment out of date, and then it did some intersection testing and found the new edge that it actually crossed, and sewed it up. And now this should go until it runs out of points to process. All right. That's where we are right now. The next, the final thing is actually so in the dense input, non-dense source, the actual faces that the input points lie on are not getting processed. So these these segments probably won't even turn green because they don't have a lot of data between them. Only segments that cross edges will turn green. There you go. So only the segments that actually cross edges, but none of the faces which have points on them which in this situation is all the faces, have been processed. So that's for tonight.